Thank you for putting this on YouTube. Officer Harris, if you want to open up court for us.
36th District Court, State of Michigan is now in session. The Honorable Judge Marlena Taylor is now presiding. At this time, there will be no eating, no sleeping, no talking, no gum chewing, no drinking, no driving or riding in any vehicle, no laying down or lounging, no smoking. Please keep your devices on mute until you are addressed by one of the courthouse staff. Also, keep your devices on a level surface so that you may be seen on screen. Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. I'm going to call Mr. Whitaker. He seems to have lost the other person.
It's not muted.
You ready, Miss Sandy? Okay. This is the matter of the people versus Deshaun Whitaker. This is ticket number or case number SP 1224863. Count 1, drove while license suspended. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, improper plates. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ashley Duplessis for House Counsel. That's P number 82896. I have Mr. Whitaker here, who is appearing by Zoom and waiving his right to an in-person appearance today. Mr. Whitaker, can you unmute and state your name for the record, please? Oh, you gotta unmute. Hit the little microphone button.
Deshaun Whitaker.
Thank you. Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment on the 3 tickets on the docket, I'd like to stand Mr. Whitaker mute and waive the formal reading of the charges.
At this time, the court will enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we proceeding in this matter?
Your Honor, Mr. Whitaker would like to come back on Friday. As noted, he has quite a few tickets and he's hoping for a global resolution of those tickets. I just wasn't sure, will he be here morning or afternoon?
It's the morning time. So Mr. Whitaker, we're going to have you come back so that we can gather all of your tickets together and handle them at one time. This Friday, which is February the 4th, 2022, it is going to be in the morning. So it's going to be at 8:30 a.m. The same Zoom information you used to sign on to today, use that same exact information to sign back on Friday, okay?
Okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, that does conclude this hearing, okay?
Thank
All
you.
right. Oh, you know, I'm going to set your bond at $0 personal on the tickets I called today. So that way you don't have any issues, and we'll see you back Friday.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
All right, thank you. Okay. You can log off, Mr. Whitaker. You know how to sound. Okay, there you go. All right, Mr. Wiley, you can unmute yourself now. You see I'm asking you to unmute? Hit the unmute. Okay.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm going to call this matter. Okay. Now calling the matters of the people versus Delano Wiley. This is case number SP 1226502. Count 1, unregistered untitled vehicle. Count 2, improper plates. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ashley Duplessis for House Counsel. I have Mr. Wiley here, who is appearing by Zoom and waiving his right to an in-person appearance today. Mr. Wiley, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Delano Leander Wiley.
Thank you. Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, I would stand Mr. Wiley mute and waive the formal reading of the charges.
At this time, the court will enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we proceeding in this matter?
Your Honor, Mr. Wiley has indicated to me that he does possess all of the paperwork for his offenses. However, he is at work and does not currently have them. I would ask that he be allowed to return on Friday with his documentation so he may take care of his matters.
Okay. Mr. Wiley, you knew you were coming to court. I don't know why you didn't have your documentations, but we will adjourn it until Friday so that way you can present us with the documentations. So I'll set this for Friday, February the 4th, 2022. It's going to be at 8:30 a.m. instead of 1:30 p.m. 8:30 a.m. I'm going to set your bond at $0 personal, and we'll see you back here Friday via Zoom with those documents. Okay?
Okay, thank you. I appreciate your time.
You're welcome. If there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. Thank you.
You have a great day.
You too.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Ms. Webb?
Yes,
Oh, you're okay. Ms. Webb, can you activate your camera?
yes. Let me take my head off. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Ms. Webb, I'm going to call your matter now. This is the matter of the people versus, hope it's Asha Webb. This is case number SP 1223737, count 1, allowing an unlicensed, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ashley Plus for House Counsel. I am Ms. Webb, appearing by Zoom and waiving her right to an in-person appearance today. Ms. Webb, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Ms. Webb,
Yes,
is the vehicle you're in, is it driving? Is the vehicle you're in, is it moving?
Hold on, I probably gotta go stepping out in the house with my phone.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's probably because I left my Wi-Fi. But I'm going. Is it okay if I can step back in the house?
Yes, you can
I'm
step
right
back
in
in
front
the
of
house.
my house.
That's fine, yeah,
Okay.
because I was losing you. That's why I was asking.
Yeah. I'm stepping right back in if I can
I
get a
understand, ma'am.
stronger
No problem.
Wi-Fi.
It's already better, Miss Webb.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm back.
That's much better. Thank you so much. All right. State your name for the record so we can have it clearly.
Aisha Webb.
There we are. This is the date and time set for an arraignment, I believe, on this ticket. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, I'd like to stand Ms. Webb mute and waive the formal reading of the charges.
At this time, the court is going to enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, Ms. Webb has quite a few tickets, and we are hoping for a global resolution of those tickets. I'd ask that she be allowed to return on Friday when we're able to access all of those tickets and work something out for her.
Okay. Ms. Webb, you understand you have quite, yes, Ms. Webb, I see you have a question.
Okay, yeah, I have another court date coming up too, and they all is from you, like
Okay.
like in front of you. So Friday,
Is Friday a good day though? Because we're going to try and pull all your tickets together, get you a global offer so that we can find out how many fees you owe, be able to find that all out, and then we'll see how we can handle this next step because you have a lot of stuff, but I'll work with you though. I'm one of the people who will work with you. So we're going to pull all your tickets, Ms. Webb. Is Friday a good date for you though? Because it's going to take a Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll adjourn this until Friday, February the 4th, 2022. It's going to be in the morning instead at 8:30, ma'am. Okay. And we'll set your bond at $0 personal on this particular matter. And like I said, we'll make sure we pull all of your tickets, even if you have some future court dates beyond Friday, we'll make sure we pull them all so that they can all be included in the offer, and we'll figure things out for you. Okay.
yeah, because that just gonna make me pay my tickets better like that, anyways.
Oh, absolutely. I was about to say, and we'll figure it out. We're gonna get it all together.
And Your Honor, if I could just put on record, Ms. Webb did have a court appearance with Judge Bryant this morning. It looks like there's some traffic offenses in there. She was sentenced to 12 months probation and given a $1,035 fine. So I just ask that the court take that into consideration when handling all of her matters.
Sure will. I'm taking notes and writing it down right now. Ms. Webb, we're gonna help you, okay? But just make sure you show up for your court date so we can make sure we get everything together and try and help you with this, okay? All right, my goal is gonna be so that you can get licensed again one day if you're not licensed, okay?
Thank you. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it.
No problem. I'm setting your bond at $0 personal. We'll see you back here Friday so we can handle the rest of your tickets, okay?
8:30, right?
8:30, that's right, Ms. Webb.
Thank you. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it.
No problem. Good day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Thank
Looks
you
like
for,
we have. What's that?
I said, thank you for telling me.
Oh, of course. I just figure she's already doing some probation with us. Note
Okay.
it. Okay, looks like I have some offers, so I am going to continue down my list. Would you like me to do everyone and then come out, or do a couple and we can move people?
It's quite a few people in here. How about we do like 3 and then let me know when you're ready with 3 and we'll take 3 at a time.
Okay, so it looks like it will only have 3 rounds of that. We have 9 people left.
Okay.
All right, I'll be back.
Okay.
Can I either get Dante's number or have him called down? His offers are not making sense on some of these.
Do you have his number to text or no? Attorney Plessis,
Yes.
do you have his number so you can text?
No, I don't. But I could call him if I get it. All right, in the meantime, I'm gonna go visit somebody else. Does someone mind giving me Dante's number? Because I have another one that isn't written correctly.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you in the chat.
That'd be great.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll call you back. I'll call you when you get done. Yes.
I have 3 that are ready to go.
Okay, which 3?
I have Clifton White in room number 4.
Okay.
Darian Willis in room number 7.
Okay.
And Dorothy Williams in room number 9.
Okay.
There'll be 2 set dates and a plea.
Okay. Who's pleading?
That's going to be Mr. Willis.
Mr. Willis. Okay. Okay. I'm just pulling up his ticket, making sure I have it.
Sounds good.
All right. So we got Dorothy Williams. Darian Willis. And who was the last person?
That is Clifton White in number 4.
White. Clifton White. All right. Trying to get Mr. Willis to come out, but we can do these 2 at least.
Okay.
Miss Dorothy Williams, if you can unmute yourself and put your camera on for me, please, if you're able to.
I'm able to turn my camera on because it's broke.
Okay, well, can hear your voice at this point in time. You're ready, Miss Sandy? Okay. This is the matter of the people versus Dorothy Williams. This is case number SP 1223048, count 1, disorderly conduct. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ashley Pluses for House Counsel, P82896. I have Ms. Williams here appearing by Zoom by voice, and she is waiving her right to an in-person appearance today. Ms. Williams, can you state your name for the record, please?
Dorothy Williams.
Thank you. Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, I would like to stand Ms. Williams mute and waive the formal reading of the charges.
At this time, the court will enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, Ms. Williams would like to set a bench trial for this matter.
All right. Ms. Williams, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. Ms. Williams, did you have an opportunity to speak with an attorney? That would have been Ms. Duplessis, about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
And she's informed me that you want to have a bench trial. That's a trial before myself as the trier and finder of the facts. Is that how you want to proceed?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to set this matter.
No.
Miss Mary, can you tell me how many trials we said? We said 2 this morning. Is it only 2 on the docket for the 18th? Give me 1 second, Miss Williams. I can let you know right now as we get the date together that you are going to have an operating camera. So you need to find some way that you can have a camera so I can see you. The trial is going to be via Zoom, and I'm going to need you to activate your camera for that day. It's going to be the same Zoom number that you dialed into today. But if you can borrow a phone or get your camera fixed or any way, I do need to see you that day of the trial.
Okay.
Have a good day, Your
All
Honor.
right.
18.
You're welcome. I'm going to have it on May 18th, 2022. That's going to be at 9 a.m. It is going to be via Zoom. So like I said, make sure you can activate a camera so that I can be able to see you that day. I'm going to set your bond at $0 personal. If there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. Thank you. All right. Clifton White.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. This is the matter of the people versus Clifton White. This is ticket number SP 1224221, count 1, driving while license suspended. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ashley Duplessis for House Counsel. I have Mr. White, who is appearing by Zoom and waiving his right to an in-person appearance today. Mr. White, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Clifton Earl White.
Thank you. Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, I would like to stand Mr. White mute and waive the formal reading of the charges.
At this time, the court will enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we proceeding in this matter?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. White is in the process of getting his driver's license and sounds like that will be something that is happening very soon. I'd request a pretrial for him about 6 weeks out, if that's possible.
Okay, my pretrial days are in April, so that should give you plenty of time, Mr. White. I'm going to set this matter for April the 26th, 2022, and I'm going to put that at, that's going to be 8:30 a.m. Hopefully that gives you more than enough time to be able to get that license and be able to provide it to court by that point in time, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to set your bond at $0 personal, and we'll see you back here on April 26, 2022, 8:30 a.m. Same Zoom number that you used to get in this afternoon. Use it in the morning time. It will work, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. And I see you put on a nice shirt. I appreciate that. Have a good day.
You're welcome.
All
Yes,
right,
ma'am.
thank you. All right. That concludes this hearing. I can't get the other guy out right now. I tried, Mr.
Go
Bliss.
out.
You want me to go hop in there and tell him to move it?
Yeah, or you got some more offers too?
I have more offers. I don't have anyone ready though.
Okay. Yeah, I tried to get him to come back to the room.
I can get him to pop out.
Yeah, you can go in there and time. Yep. Go tell him to come out. Uh-oh, what happened?
Oh, he's gone now as soon as I hopped in there.
Okay. Well, hopefully he signs back on. Just go and talk to someone after you finish talking
Sounds
to
good.
them. Hopefully he'll sign back on and then we can do it then.
Perfect.
Where he go? No, come out the room.
Hello?
Hold tight, Mr. Willis. I was trying to get you out of the breakout room so that we can handle your matter. The attorney went in to speak to someone, so when she finishes talking to them, then we can handle your matter, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, everyone is completely ready to go.
Okay.
And quite a few of these are addressing tickets that aren't on the docket. So I'm gonna go one by one with those.
Okay. All right. Until I call your matter, please keep yourself on mute. All right. Mr. Darian Willis.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna call your matter first. Miss Sandy, Mr. Willis, are you able to activate your camera?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay, I don't see your face. Oh, there you go. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Darian Willis. This is ticket number P122220. Count 1, drove while license not valid or improper license. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ashley Duplessis, P82896 for House Counsel. I have Mr. Willis, who is appearing by Zoom and waiving his right to an in-person appearance today. Mr. Willis, can you state your name again for the record?
Darian Willis.
Thank you. Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, I'd like to stand Mr. Willis mute and waive the formal reading of the charges.
At this time, the court will enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, there is one additional ticket that is addressed by people that I would also like to add on to if I could.
Absolutely.
Just let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, he has it as P, so it's probably SP. 1221188.
Okay, and what type of ticket is that?
That is a civil infraction, so I would request to set aside the default so we could address that.
Okay. At this time, the court will set aside this civil infraction default.
And Your Honor, there was an offer made to Mr. Willis that if he were to plead guilty to the license offense, it would be amended down to failure to display, which is a no point offense. They would dismiss the no insurance and they would dismiss the seatbelt violation. And this is something that Mr. Willis would like to avail himself of.
Okay, and I think the seatbelt violation was on the docket for today. I didn't call it because it wasn't a part of the ticket I had.
Oh,
So-
okay. Oh, yeah, I see it. Okay.
All right. So you want to take advantage of that today, Mr. Willis?
Yes, ma'am.
If so, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. Mr. Willis, did you have the opportunity to talk to an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
I did.
Did anyone threaten, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes, ma'am.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I want to take your attention back to the date of, and counsel, before I start, what is he pleading to?
He is pleading to, so he would technically be pleading to improper license. It would then be amended to failure to display.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course.
I'm going to draw your attention back to the date of July 15, 2021. Were you in the area of Livernois and West McNichols Road in the city of Detroit driving a Chrysler vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
And at some point, were you stopped by police officers?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you were stopped, were you unable to provide a valid operator's license to the police officer?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Satisfied, Attorney Duplessis?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
Is there a stipulation for probable cause on the remaining count to be dismissed?
So stipulated.
So at this time, the court is going to enter a plea to the amended charge of fail to display on count 1 of ticket ending in 202, dismiss count 2, as well as the seatbelt ticket, which was SP 1221188, count 1. Mr. Willis, are you currently employed or have a source of income?
I do, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to assess a fine in the amount of $200. How long will that take you to pay? 30 or 60 days?
30.
All right, I'm going to give you until March the 1st of 2022 to have that paid, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. He says some of these, they have multiple tickets not on the docket.
Kiana Williams is going to be a setting for a bench trial, as
Okay.
well as Mr. Young and Mr. Weathers. And then the other two will be pleas.
So he said Kiana Williams. Okay, we can call Kiana Williams first then. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Kiana Williams. This is ticket number SP 1217261, count 1, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, count 2, no insurance misdemeanor, and count 3, unregistered or untitled vehicle. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ashley Plus is for House Counsel. I am Ms. Williams appearing by Zoom and waiving her right to an in-person appearance. Ms. Williams, can you state your name for the record, please?
Kiana Williams.
Thank you. Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, I'd like to stand Ms. Williams mute and waive the formal reading of the charges.
At this time, the court is going to enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, Ms. Williams would like to set this for a bench trial.
All right, Ms. Williams, can you raise your right hand, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. Ms.
Okay.
Williams, did you have an opportunity to talk to an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes, I did.
And she's informing me that you want to have a bench trial. That's a trial before myself as the trier and finder of facts. Is that how you want to proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm going to set this matter for a bench trial on the date of May 18th, 2022. That's going to be via Zoom. So the same way you came in today, you're going to come in on that date.
Can you
That's
say
what-
that one more time?
I
Can you
can.
give me the date one more time?
May 18th,
I'm ready.
May 18th, 2022
Okay.
at
What,
9
what
a.m.
time?
9 a.m.
Okay.
I'm gonna set this
Yes,
bond
ma'am.
at
I got it.
$0 personal.
Okay.
And if there's nothing else, that concludes this hearing for today. You have a good day, ma'am.
Ms.
Same here.
Williams and everyone else,
Yes,
you can
ma'am.
actually go to the court website and sign up for text message reminders as well. It'll text you a couple days prior to your hearing.
You said it'll text me a couple of days prior to my hearing?
Yes, at the 36th District Court website.
Okay. All right. So I'm set for May 18th at 9 a.m.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
All right. Y'all have a blessed day.
You
too.
as well.
All right.
All right. Who else did you say?
Mr. Weathers?
Okay. Mr. Weathers, Rakeem Weathers.
Yes.
All right, sir. Now the deputy told you you're gonna have to take that hat off when you came to court. You gonna have the hat off or no?
Yes.
Okay. All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Rakeem Weathers. This is ticket number or case number SP 1223222, count 1, open alcohol in a motor vehicle passenger. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ashley Plus is for House Counsel. I am Mr. Weathers appearing by Zoom and waiving his right to an in-person appearance today. Mr. Weathers, can you state your name again for the record?
Rakim Weathers.
Thank you. Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, I'd like to stand Mr. Weathers mute and waive the formal reading of the charges.
At this time, the court is going to enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf. How are we proceeding in this matter?
Your Honor, Mr. Weathers is requesting a bench trial, and we also have an additional case that's in warrant status that he would like to set for a bench trial as well.
And what's that case number?
That's SP
That's
6530061.
6530061. And do you know what type of charges that is?
Oh, I believe it was a no license. I believe it was no license, but I would have to look at that again.
Mr. Weathers, do you remember what type of ticket you received?
I can't hear your voice going in and out.
I said, do you remember what type of ticket that you received?
No, ma'am.
Hang on, I got it right here.
Okay.
Yes, I was correct. Driving while license suspended.
All right, and also calling case number SP 653000611, count of driving while license suspended. Appearances once again for the record, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ashley Duplessis for House Counsel. Mr. Weathers, can you state your name again, please?
Rakim Weathers.
Okay. This is the date and time set for an arraignment on a bench warrant. How would you like me to proceed?
Your Honor, I'd like to waive the formal reading of the charges and stand Mr. Weathers mute.
At this time, the court will enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf and set aside any bench warrants that might be out there on that ticket. Mr. Weathers, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Mr. Weathers, did you have an opportunity to speak with an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
And she's informing me that you would like to have a bench trial. That's a trial before myself as the trier and finder of facts. Is that how you want to proceed?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to set this matter for a bench trial on the date of May the 18th of 2022. That's going to be at 9 a.m. Want to set your bond at $0 personal. Okay.
You said, what's today?
May 18th, 2022. Yep. And it's via Zoom. So you're going to Zoom back in the same way that you did today for that date. It's going to be at 9 a.m. though. So it's in the morning time. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Bond is set at $0 personal. If there's nothing else, that concludes this hearing. All right. You can go ahead and sign off, Mr. Weathers. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. All right. And who else do we have?
I have Mr. Young. We're going to set for a bench trial.
Okay. I don't have any of his tickets.
Okay. Yes, he was from the day before, but I can pull up those case numbers.
Okay, thank you.
Would you like me to read them on the record or?
Yeah. Let me figure this out. Yeah, I'm gonna have you read them on the record. No, I'm supposed to read them. Son of a biscuit.
Or I can send them in the chat as well.
Can you put them in the chat for me, please?
I can.
Okay. Mr. Young, can you take that rag off your head for me, please?
That's the first one coming with the second one.
Okay. Remember what charges they were?
I have that as well. Okay, and then in order, this is going to be license. That's in order of what I typed above.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. All right, now calling the matters of the people versus Jerry Young. This is case number SP 1224840. Count 1, improper license. Count 2, no insurance. Also calling ticket number SP 122-48391. Count 1, failure to stop at a stop sign. Count 2, expired plates. This is the date and time. It may be a show cause. I don't know if it's already in the system. This matter was on the docket for yesterday. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ashley Plus is for House Counsel. I have Mr. Young appearing by Zoom today. Mr. Young, can you unmute and state your name for the record, please?
Jerry Young.
Thank you. Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, if we are at arraignment, I would still like to continue a not guilty plea and stand him mute.
At this time, the court is going to enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. How are we proceeding?
Thank you. Your Honor, Mr. Young and I had the opportunity to discuss his case as well as his rights should he move forward with this case. Mr. Young is requesting a bench trial in the matters, and he would request to appear in person, which I know has to be asked ahead of time.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to see if we are going to be allowed to have in-person. I know we can't have in-person jury trials, but I'm sure we can have an in-person bench trial.
Yeah, I've had in-person bench trials throughout the last year. Just
I
in
know.
order to appear, you have to ask in advance to the judge.
We were having a no entrance for the jury trials. That's why I wanted to make sure we went back to that as a courthouse. What do I want to do? Mr. Young, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Mr. Young, did you have an opportunity to speak with an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
And she's informing me that you want to have a bench trial, but you want to have an in-person bench trial. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to set this. I need a date in April. We have 9 trials already on the 18th. I don't want to put anything else. If this might go, Miss Mary. I need a date in April.
Pretty full in April.
Okay, what about May, the 1st of May?
We can do the 27th. That's
The 27th? Okay. April 27th, 2022. This will be at 9 a.m. Mr. Young, what I do, and you wanted to have it in person. What I do want to do is set this for a pre-trial on April 25th, just to make sure he's able to get into the building. So I'm going to have you call in via Zoom on April 25th at 8:30 a.m. I just want to make sure you're going to be able to come into the building at that time, Mr. Young, and I'll know better at that point, as opposed to having you come down here and they deny you entrance into the building for a bench trial, okay?
And Your Honor,
Okay.
the final matter for Mr. Young, he is requesting his discovery so he can better assist House Counsel on that date. He is requesting, of course, any reports as well as video.
Okay.
I do have an email for him where it could be sent to.
Okay, if you could send that to the court with the proper request form, Mr. Plessis, for him on his behalf.
Absolutely.
the court will do that and provide it to the city attorney for them to complete discovery.
So Mr. Young, what that means is I'm going to be sending a discovery demand on your behalf over to the court so that they can send it to the city attorney and he can compile all of that information for you, okay?
Thank you.
Of course.
All right. If there's nothing further, I'm going to set your bond at $0 personal. We'll see you back on the 25th of April for a pre-trial at 8:30 a.m. That's just to make sure that you can come into the building, and we'll have the actual in-person bench trial on April the 27th, 2022. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. If there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. All right.
Now we have 2 pleas for our remaining ladies.
All right. Let me see if I have tickets on either one of these.
I have to send those to you, Your Honor.
Okay.
We lost Ms. Washington.
And hopefully she signs back on.
And when we call Ms. Williams' case, I have some other matters that aren't on the docket that is going to be wrapped up in the plea deal. So I can send that over in advance.
I'm sending her the tickets right now.
Okay, for the ones that aren't on the ROA as well? Or I'm sorry, the docket?
Yes.
Okay.
I just sent them.
Okay. All right, it was Clifton White. You got a different one? Email might be delayed. Let me see.
I sent it again.
All right, I got it for Miss Williams at least. I don't know what happened to the Miss Barbara Williams.
How you doing?
I'm good, and you? I'm going to call your matters now, okay?
All right.
Now calling the matters of the people versus, I'm sorry, Miss Sandy, you ready? Okay, now calling the matters of the people versus Barbara Williams. This is ticket number P723108. One count, no insurance misdemeanor. One count, drove while license not valid or improper license. Also calling ticket number P1224402. One count, drove while license suspended. One count, no insurance misdemeanor. Also calling ticket number 1446257. Count 1, no operator's license on person. And I'm not sure if count 2 is included or not, but that's no insurance, never acquired. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ashley Plus is for House Counsel. I have Ms. Williams appearing by Zoom. Ms. Williams, could you turn your video on and state your name for the record?
Okay. How do I do that?
It's a little video camera. You just tap on it.
It's at the top.
It might be at the bottom, depending on what device you're using.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Your Honor, can you state your name, Ms. Williams?
Barbara Joanne Williams.
Thank you. Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, I'd like to stand Ms. Williams mute and waive the formal reading of the charges.
At this time, the court will enter a plea of not guilty on her behalf. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, a plea agreement was made to Ms. Williams, and that agreement is as follows. If she pleads guilty to SP 12244021, it will be amended to failure to display. Also pleading guilty to SP 12244022, that will be amended to improper plates. The third count is SP 723108, count 1. That also would be amended to improper plates. All 3 no point offenses. In exchange for that, several tickets will be dismissed. That is 14462157, counts 1 and 2, as well as SP 723108, count 2. And Ms. Williams would like to avail herself of that offer.
Is that right, Ms. Williams?
Yes.
If so, can you please raise your right hand?
Mm-hmm.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down, ma'am.
Okay.
Williams, did you have the opportunity to speak with an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes, I did.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward with this plea today?
Yes.
All right, ma'am. I want to take your attention back to the date of July the 9th of 2021. Were you in the area of Finkel and Trinity Streets in the city of Detroit driving a Pontiac vehicle?
Yes.
And while you were driving that vehicle, were you stopped by police officers?
Yes.
And did you fail to display a valid operator's license to the officer who stopped you?
Yes.
And did you also not have any car insurance on the vehicle at the time?
Yes.
Also drawing your attention to the date of July 19th of 2016, were you in the area of Finkel and Greenfield in the city of Detroit driving a Buick vehicle at that time?
Yes.
And were you stopped by police officers?
Yes.
And did you not have any car insurance on that vehicle at the time?
No.
Satisfied, Attorney Duplessis?
Your Honor, I am satisfied.
And the court is satisfied as well. Is there a stipulation for probable cause for the remaining counts to be dismissed?
So stipulated, Your Honor.
So at this time, the court is going to enter in a plea of, on an amended plea on case number SP 1224402, count 1, failure to display. Count 2, amending that plea to improper plates. And on ticket SP 723108, count 1, amending count 1 to improper plates. The remaining tickets called on this record today will be dismissed as a part of the plea. Ms. Williams, are you currently employed or do you have a source of income?
Yes. I get Social Security.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna assess a fine today in the amount of $200 on the fail to display ticket. On the first one, I'm gonna waive the
Yes.
cost and fines on the remaining tickets, okay?
All right.
There may be some assessment fees that you have to pay, reinstatement fees. I'm not waiving any of those costs today. You'll just have to pay
Understand.
those, okay?
I understand.
All right, how
So,
long do you need? 30 or 60 days to be able to pay that, ma'am?
give me 60 days.
Okay, I'm gonna have it due no later than April the 1st of
That
2020.
sounds good. That
All right,
sounds
ma'am.
good.
You're gonna ask a question? You had a question, Ms. Williams?
I just wanted to know, can I pay that online, or how do I have to pay that?
Yes, you can go online to 36districtcourt.org. There's a tab that says look up your case. You can look up your case with your name and your address that you got the
Okay.
ticket. Okay,
All right. Thank you so much.
you're very welcome. If there's nothing further, this concludes this hearing. Have a good day, Ms. Williams.
Do the same now, and stay safe and get out this snow that we got coming.
I will, ma'am. You do the same, okay?
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, and last but not least, now you just came back on. I know that you had your last name before, Miss Washington. Is it Miss Washington?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, yes. My phone died.
It's okay. I understood. No worries, ma'am. You've been on for a long time, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, Miss Washington, let me pull up your tickets. All right. Now calling the matters of the people versus Deandra. Is it Deandra?
Deandra.
Deandra
Yes.
Washington. Ticket number P1234828. One count, no proof of insurance. One count, drove while license suspended. Also calling ticket number 515731. One count, no operator's license on person. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ashley Duplessis for House Counsel. I have Ms. Washington appearing by Zoom. Ms. Washington, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Deidre Washington.
Thank you, Your Honor. An offer was made to Ms. Washington that she pled guilty to SP 1234882. It would be amended down to failure to display, which is a no-point offense, with the remaining matters to be dismissed. And she would like to avail herself of that.
Okay. Ma'am, you want to take advantage of that offer today?
Yes.
All right. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right. You can put your hand down. Ms. Washington, did you have an opportunity to speak with an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future? You understand that, Ms. Washington?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward with this plea today?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to take your attention back to the date of, let's see, August the 11th of 2021. Were you in the area of Hubble and Chicago streets in the city of Detroit driving a Dodge vehicle?
Yes.
And while you were driving that vehicle, were you stopped by police officers at some point in time?
Yes.
And when you were stopped, did you fail to display a valid operator's license to that officer?
Yes.
Satisfied, Attorney Duplessis?
Your Honor, I'm satisfied.
And is there a stipulation for probable cause on the remaining counts to be dismissed?
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right. So at this time, the court is going to enter a plea to the amended charge of fail to display a valid operator's license, not on person, and dismiss the remaining civil infraction on that ticket ending in, let me see, sorry, ending in 4828, and dismiss ticket number 515731 in its entirety. Ms. Washington, are you currently employed?
No, Social Security.
You on Social Security?
Yes.
All right. That's your only source of income every day?
Yes.
If I assess the fine in the amount of $200, would you be able to come up with that?
In 60 days, yes.
In 60 days, yes?
Yes.
Is that gonna be enough time?
I hope so.
Miss Washington.
I'm gonna try. I don't want to lie, but if I have to,
It's tight. Is it real tight, Miss Washington?
yes, it is.
All right, you've been real patient today. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna waive your costs and fines, but you're gonna
Thank
have
you.
to pay any reinstatement fees that may be there, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, have a great day. This
Okay,
concludes
you
the
too.
hearing. I will.
Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
She ain't charged me nothing.
Miss Washington, you still on?
Oh, I needed that.
You can take us off of YouTube live now. Miss Sandy.